My teacher tried taking my prosthetic leg off in class because she thought I was faking it. I lost my leg when I was 7 after a terrible car accident that shattered my femur beyond repair. By the time I reached high school, I'd become pretty comfortable with my prosthetic. It was just part of me. I developed a routine for new teachers, email them before the semester started, briefly explain my situation, and provide my accommodation letter. This system worked perfectly until Ms. Wallace took over our English class mid-year. From the moment she saw me using the elevator instead of taking the stairs with my classmates, she seemed suspicious. During our first class together, she made a pointed comment about students these days looking for special treatment. I brushed it off, figuring she was just having a bad day. The following week, I stayed after class to personally give her my accommodation letter. She barely glanced at it before saying, "I've seen plenty of students fake disabilities for attention. This generation will do anything for special treatment." I was shocked, but remained polite, offering to show her my prosthetic. She waved me away dismissively. Things escalated when we had to give presentations. I requested to present sitting down, as standing for long periods causes discomfort where my prosthetic attaches. Ms. Wallace loudly announced to the class that everyone would stand without exceptions because some people need to learn the real world doesn't cater to laziness. My friend Mia spoke up, saying it wasn't fair to me, but Ms. Wallace shot her down. When my turn came, I reluctantly stood at the front of the class. About 3 minutes in, I started shifting uncomfortably as pain radiated from my residual limb. Ms. Wallace interrupted me. "Stop fidgeting. It's disrespectful to your audience." I quietly explained I was in pain. She rolled her eyes dramatically and said, "If you're going to commit to a lie, at least be consistent about it." The class went silent. She walked toward me with a determined look that made my stomach drop. "Let's settle this once and for all," she announced. "If you're really an amputee, you won't mind showing everyone." Before I could process what was happening, she bent down and grabbed my prosthetic leg, yanking hard. The sudden force caused excruciating pain as the socket twisted against my residual limb. I screamed and fell backward against the whiteboard, knocking markers everywhere. Instead of stopping, she pulled harder, convinced it was some elaborate costume. "It should come right off if it's real," she insisted, twisting the leg while I cried out in pain. My classmates erupted in shock. Mia was filming everything while shouting for her to stop. 2 boys from the front row jumped up to help me. That's when our principal burst through the door, having heard the commotion from across the hall. His face went from confusion to horror as he took in the scene. A teacher physically assaulting a student trying to remove what she thought was a fake prosthetic. "What on earth are you doing?" he yelled, rushing to help me up. Ms. Wallace stood there, still clutching my prosthetic, and had the audacity to say she was exposing a fraud. The principal immediately called security while Mia showed him the video she'd captured. Ms. Wallace was escorted from the building that same hour. I spent the afternoon in the hospital, where doctors documented